Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. Of course, it's not really FoxyNoTail, it's just me, FoxyNoTail, but it's nearly Halloween and we're in the spirit of things, and I'm dressed in the FoxyNoTail skin. If you don't know what FoxyNoTail is, that was a theme from Season 1 of Truly Bedrock, and it looks like we've got some dudes kicking about over here. We've got a zombie villager has arrived with a spider and a creeper to say hello. Mr. No-Tail, it's Halloween, did you not remember? Right, anyway, it's been a little while since I made a video. I've been a busy fox doing busy fox things, and if you want to know exactly what I've been doing for pretty much the last 10 months, then you can check out my last video, which was actually a podcast. A what? A podcast, basically an hour long of me just rambling on about all of the things that I've been up to for the last sort of 10 months or so since the time that I did the previous podcast. So normally I would put them up as their own separate podcast video, but I decided to do it as a truly Bedrock video because at the same time as doing all of that rambling on, I was also working on my tavern. So if you're new to the series, you won't know that I have been building this medieval town, and the thing that I'm currently working on is this rather large tavern, which now is almost done. There's a few little bits left to finish on it. If we go through the door, we can see that the downstairs is all nicely done. We've got tables and chairs and a nice bar area down there. We've got a little bit more seating around here. Now, the kitchen area to the back has not been done yet. That is still very much empty. And if we was to head upstairs, you will see that some of the bedrooms have been done now. So, starting on this side of the wall, these are actually slightly smaller rooms than the ones on that side. We have these rooms, which have wardrobes with storage for your chests. We've got a little bit of extra storage at the side for your bits and bobs, and a little bit more storage at the top. So lots and lots of storage for your medieval needs. We've got a little desk in the corner that you can sit at on this little mini block here and do your works. And we've got obviously a brown bed because it's medieval and brown, and medieval times weren't very clean, were they? So I'm just gone for a really rusticy, dirty brown feel. And yeah, some bookshelves and a crafting table. So that is pretty much exactly the same as what's in room 2, although room 2's got it the other way round. And if we go into room 3, you'll see again pretty much exactly the same as the first one, although the desk and the bookcases have been moved around a little bit because I thought it'd be nice if there was some variation. Now, if we go across the hall into room 4, you'll see it's absolutely empty other than the bed because I haven't done that one yet. Same thing with room 5, but because these rooms are slightly bigger, room 6 has got the chocolate wood effect, which is, this is a much bigger room. There's much more going on. We've got a full-size desk. We've got a window overlooking what will be a castle. We've got curtains. We've got this lovely trim. Okay, our storage area is a little bit smaller, but what we lack in storage, we make up for in luxury. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and everybody's going to be dying to spend their extra few florins in order to stay in this. What's a florin? It's like an emerald. It's basically emeralds, okay? No, they weren't emeralds, they were coins. Yeah, no, but like Minecraft equivalents in emeralds. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, and upstairs, going a little bit further, past this chest, if we go upstairs, we now have a rather large empty room at the top, but we've actually got windows at each end now, which is useful, and if we pop outside quickly, you can see what that looks like. And it looks like that, and I really like it. I absolutely love this build. It's really come together nicely. There is some more work to do on it that we might do today, but there are a few other things that we need to do today, and one of those is to have a sleep. So if you're not already aware, it was recently the Truly Bedrock Halloween-themed live stream weekend. That was a couple of days ago, and on that weekend, many people from the Truly Bedrock members did live streams. I went first on the Saturday, and during that live stream, I actually took part in a competition. And that competition is down this tiny weeny little corridor, through this nether portal, not through it, but through it, you know what I mean, and down this strange little hallway here, and into this nether portal. Through it, yeah, through this nether portal here. Well, kind of through it. Oh, shut up. And if you come out the other side, you will see we have a blackstone path leading in the wrong direction. We actually need to go the other way and follow this side of the blackstone path down. You'll see there has been a pumpkin carving competition. Basically, we're trying very hard to do a once a month competition between all the members in order to win a Truly trophy, and yeah, Liara's turn was to do the Halloween one, which was a pumpkin carving competition. And can you guess which one is mine? Now, if you saw my live stream, you may well be aware that my carved pumpkin is not actually a pumpkin at all, is in fact a evil robot. And this is it here, an evil robot skull. This is my carved pumpkin. Now, okay, I'm not expecting to win this competition because clearly it's not a carved pumpkin. But when I was growing up, we didn't always have... I live in the UK. When we was kids, Halloween was just for Americans. We'd seen it a few times on the movies, but it wasn't really a big thing over here. So we didn't have huge farms of pumpkins to pick from every time it was Halloween in order to get pumpkins. So if you were lucky enough to get a pumpkin, you could carve a pumpkin. But most Halloweens, our mums were spending their hours digging out turnips and swedes in order to carve those instead. So this is my carved turnip or swede, which just happens to be made of metal. So, you know, it's all about what it looks like at the end when you carve a pumpkin or a turnip or a swede, isn't it? It's all about the presentation, the time and the effort put into it, which I think I've done a good job with there. It looks like we've got a couple more here. Let's check these ones out. We've got this one, which is plot 5. It doesn't say whose it is, but it almost kind of looks like it's like got legs and fiery hair. I really like that. That's really cool. And this one, let's see who this one is. It looks like it's going to give you a cuddle. This is Tizzy's. Yes, of course. I like that. It's like a person within a pumpkin. It's like a pumpkin baby hatching from the pumpkin. I really like that. It's brilliant. But neither of those are a metallic robot skull, are they? Let's be honest here. I think I'm pretty sure if it was me making the rules, who'd be the winner on this one. But I'm not making the rules. Liara's making the rules, so I probably won't win. Anyway, let's move on from this. And the next place we are heading off to is the shopping area, because I want to check out, see if we've had any shop profits, and also have a look around some of the new shops that keep emerging over there. I keep hearing about all these new shops, so I want to check them out. Why don't you do something useful in your video, like building farms? Oh, we'll get to that later. I'm doing a collab with Slack in a little bit. Just, come on, just, we're just, busy. You're not busy, you're padding out the video, you haven't got any content, so you're wasting it. Shh, don't tell them that. They're finding it interesting. They're not, it's boring. Everyone goes to the shopping centre. Shh, not padding. What? Huh, okay. Well, that's new. Apparently, we now have a nether hub room in that this wasn't here. Like on stream day, this wasn't here. Okay, so we've now got a TB. What's that say up there? I can't read it. It says something. But yeah, we now have a nether portal room. Amazing around the where you come in. So what happens if you go that way? Oh, you get down to the ice castle. No way. They brought it down to it's a bit dangerous. But we can come straight down to the ice castle that Slack and I built. Brilliant. Okay. Getting back up again is a bit of a challenge. But, you know, I'm guessing it's not 100% finished on the paths. I don't think that's, like, intentional. If we go this way, we end up at the top. That's absolutely wonderful. Next to Tizzy's wool shop there. Fantastic. And if we go this way, we end up at the same place, but just slightly further around the corner. Right, okay. So that's one thing that's new that I wasn't expecting. Let's go see what else is new, and then we'll look at our profits and things. So first of all, I'm going to come over to this cauldron, because I've never actually been to this cauldron shop before. I have absolutely no idea whose it is or what it sells. But yeah, I want to check this thing out. This is, a witch hut shop. Of course it is, because it's a cauldron. That makes perfect sense. Oh, wow, and they're selling basalt and stuff like that. Very nice. I'm going to assume this is probably Groover's, because he's got a witch hut. But if it's not, well done whoever else it is. Very nice. Another shop I've never been to before, but me and Slack came across it at one point, is this Trapdoor Shop that's just down here, completely out of the way, minding its own business. And this shop sells trapdoors, which is absolutely ridiculous. You can get 2 stacks of trapdoors for $1, which is amazing because trapdoors are ridiculously expensive. So I might find myself in this shop at some point when I'm running low on trapdoors, because I use an awful lot of trapdoors. And to get out is very much good fun. Although kind of a little bit difficult, to be honest with you. There we go. I'm out. Excellent. Now, over this side of the island, it looks like we've got something coming up floating in the water. I have no idea. Oh, it looks like some sort of farm, or maybe some wither killing thing. What is this? Do you know what? I'm not going to fiddle with that, because I probably will break it. Coming over to this area, we have a Beardstone Shop. And Beardstone Shop. That's right, he's now built 2 amazingly fancy shops on this little high street here, and they're absolutely fantastic. So this one was selling mini blocks. I think it still does, and other products as well. Yeah, it does. It still sells like heads and mini blocks and things like that. But across the road, this is where it's all going on, and the prices are not as horrendous. Now, I came in here on stream day, and I did make a couple of complaints because I was doing a lot of shopping. I was coming in here, I was taking things out, I was putting my diamonds in, and Mr. Beardstone, who was watching my live stream, said that I'm not supposed to put my diamonds in there. I'm supposed to make it more convenient for him by putting my diamonds in the payment chest here, which means I've got a count, which I'm not happy with. So let's understand why I don't like this plan. Let's say I'm shopping in here and I've got 30 diamonds to spend, and I go, oh, I'll have a couple of those, that's 2. I'll have 3 of those, that's 4. I'll have 5 of those, that's 6. I'll take some of that. Do you know, my maths, by the time I've got round all of the things I wanted and all of the things I've purchased, I'm going to have completely forgotten how many diamonds worth of things I've got. And when I put my money in here, it's not going to be the right amount. Mr. Beardstone's going to suffer from that, so he really needs to change his system and actually allow us to put our diamonds in the barrels. Otherwise, I'm just going to refuse to shop here. I mean, let's be honest, I've already spent many diamonds in that shop, but from this point on, I refuse. I refuse to step foot in your fancy shop until you make it convenient for us shoppers. I don't like doing counting. Protests aside, a couple more things that I've seen but never been to. One is this diamond tree here, which I believe sells things. Now it has 53 diamond blocks on it. It's growing. Oh, maybe this is a diamond tree made from the diamonds from the diamond tree shop. I'm sure there's a shop called the Diamond Tree. Anyway, I'm very confused. Maybe you can get in this somehow. Maybe there's an opening. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's got to do with Dadcraft's shop over here, which I'm sure was called the Diamond Tree. But it doesn't look like a tree or a dime. I have no idea. I get very confused. All I hear about is things in the Discord, and it just confuses me, to be honest with you. Very confusing. So I don't know about this, but it's a very fancy train and a very fancy turntable and a very fancy train track and a very fancy tree. So that's all very fancy over this way. And back over the other side, we've hardly got anything new at all, except for Slack and mine ice shop. Now, I'm sure Slack said he had been building a shop with Dadcraft the other day, but I've no idea which one that is. So I guess it's probably time that we spent checking our profits. No totem sales, 2 book sales, no leather or nautilus shells, no lily pads or name tags, no mushroom, not many rockets, only 3 scaffoldings, no stone or iron, no basalt or blackstone. Beardstone. No, I said Blackstone. Oh. And I'm less than hopeful going into the ice shop here. What have we got? Have we sold any ice at all? No. No ices have sold. Oh, it looks like we're missing some though. So either some have been stolen or maybe someone's already checked some profits at some point. Or we just didn't fill those chests up, which is more likely, to be honest with you. Yes. Oh dear. It is a bad day for profits. It's a bad day indeed. Between me and Slack, we got 9 diamonds. Between me and BJW, we got 3. Wow, that's not good. We have a serious shop problem. So we are at this point in the series now where most people have become established, and because we got so many technical people on the server and even the non-technical people are doing technical things, everybody has pretty much got a farm for everything they want, and the ones that haven't, there are amazing shops now popping up to provide those services, and Slack and I are just not keeping up with the competition. I say Slack and I haven't got any of my own shops, so I think it's probably about time I really started putting some effort into making some money. But if people have already got established and got everything they need, it's very difficult to come up with a shop for something that people are desperate for. Now, the mini blocks fetch fantastic prices, but we've already got quite a few things in competition there, and I think Mr. Beardstone is pretty much wiping the floor with everybody else on that one. And the mob heads are just not as exciting as they were now that the mini blocks are around here. So it's really tricky to think of something we could potentially be selling in order to make us some diamonds. Now, the other way to get lots of diamonds is obviously come down low in the world and do lots of mining and mine them manually. However, for me, that's not really an option because I'm in competition with Slack to see who can get the most diamond ore blocks by the end of the season. And if I'm using them for spending, then I'm going to be losing that competition. So I don't really want to do that. So we need a different way of making lots of diamonds. Now, if you're not already aware about the systems in place for us sharing shops, what we do is we get the profits and we split them in half and give the half to the other people. Now, I've already given BJW his half, I've already given Slack his half, so that means the rest of these are mine. And then what I do is I then convert these diamonds into emeralds so that I can actually then spend the diamonds. So let's do that. I don't have enough emeralds on me. Well, I've never got enough emeralds, mate. Oh, geez, time to go to the emerald farm. And here we are. Chuck is currently AFK over here, gathering us lots of emeralds, because Slack and I used a ridiculous amount of them in our furnace build, which you'll see later on. And yeah, this brings me on to something I was going to get at a second ago when it comes to talking about emeralds. Diamonds, not emeralds. Let's just check what we've got going on here so far. Oh, mini. Oh, Chuck has been very busy. Oh, yes, mini. Let's turn them all into emerald blocks. Yes. So yes, as I was saying, we need another way of making diamonds. Now, I've got quite a lot of things that I could be selling. We've got so many items coming through from so many of our different farms now that there's no reason I couldn't be selling them all. But I have a bit of a problem. There we go. And that problem is that when Slack and I build shops, or myself as well in particular, we tend to go on rather a large grand scale for single items or for not many items. So we've got our ridiculous ice castle here that sells ice, knowing full well we weren't going to sell any ice because Tiz's ice cream shop sells ice at the same price, which is nice. So yeah, that was pointless and it took us a long time, but it was really good fun building it. But yeah, it took a long time, it was costly on resources, and it doesn't make us any money. The Fiery Forge, another shining example of overdoing it. We've done this huge, amazingly gorgeous job, and we don't make any money from it because we're selling stone at prices that people don't want to spend on stone, and iron at prices that people don't want to price on iron. And I know we could reduce the prices, but then we got to farm more of it, which means we need more farms, and it's just more time AFKing, which is... yeah, we've got so many farms, so many AFKs need being done. We just can't be affording to spend all of our time at all of these different farms AFKing at them all. Similarly, over here, we've got the rocket, and we've got the scaffolding thing that me and BJW did, and we've got Slack's little fishing hut there that just sells odds and sods and random things. Now, that's actually incredibly successful, considering its smaller stature and its wide range of materials, which brings me on to something that I think I need to take a lesson from. And that lesson can also be taken from these food carts here. Small builds that sell a range of items that will make you a small amount of profit over time. And then having a lot of them is probably a better way of doing it than having a gigantic colossal shop selling everything cheap and running out of stock and then wondering why you're not making any more diamonds anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is build a gigantic colossal shop, but with a range of miniature shops on the inside. What, like a mall? Well, you're kind of like a mall, but not a mall for everybody to use. A Foxy's own mall just for Foxy. So imagine a nice sort of building like this. This is the sort of size I would be going for, but inside, instead of having lots of barrels with blocks in, we've just got some cubicles or like little shops along that you can walk along the main one and you can go, oh look, that tiny little shop there has got things that I want to buy from, and you just pop a few diamonds in there, pop a few diamonds in there, pop a few diamonds in there, and by the time you got to the end of the shop, you'll have bought so many things, your diamonds will be empty, and I'd be very rich, very, very rich. So that's my plan, but unfortunately, that is not a plan for today's video. That is a plan for another day. For today, we're going to go and see Slack and get on with doing some rather nice building. Yes.
Good day. Okay, I understand that you're ZombieNoTail, but this ain't gonna work without you talking.
Oh, I was trying to do sign language. Like you've obviously not been paying attention. Your villager trading hall that I was really cross about has been sliced in half.
Yeah, well, it's eventually going to be a dungeon or a jail down here. So that's kind of work in progress because I've been working on the landscaping up top here.
You've been
I'm
really
sure
busy,
you've seen that as you flew in.
Yeah.
Well, just dedicating time. Dedicating time to what I love. And that's truly Bedrock, just saying.
You're making me look bad, Slack, because I've literally I logged in for stream day. I logged in for a stream before that, and the time before that I logged in, believe it or not, was when me and you collabed. That's how much time I've put into Truly
So
Bedrock.
you haven't been on since we've done the furnace?
No, not apart from the live streams, no.
Okay, well, let's head over to the furnace because I've fixed a few things, and I guess I should go ahead and run you through what's been going on. And I'm not saying all the problems were redstone related, but...
What? Are you trying to say that my dodgy redstone's dodgy, Slack?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all, Foxy. No, your dodgy redstone is not dodgy at all. It's expert level 99 redstone right there.
Hey, I copied it as it was I copied it, so it's not mine.
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, it's the dude's fault.
Convenient excuse there. Convenient excuse, I swear. But you know what? I'll let it go. I'll just let it go.
So what's still wrong with it then?
Honestly, just this fuel loader. We need to add some pulse extenders into this circuit up here where it dumps in the fuel so that we can get a little bit more in the fuel in the system in case it doesn't get enough.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. So this needs to run, say if this is running for 8 seconds, let's make it run for 12.
Okay. Well, hang on a minute. Before we do that, so you're saying apart from that, when we put in a full inventories with the stuff, we get a full inventories with the stuff out again?
You cannot put in a 100% full, one stack short, unless you want it to despawn, because chunk borders and Bedrock, that one spot right here, aisle 3 at the chunk border on the side over there, will never pick up the item on the first pass.
But it did when we were testing it last time.
It will never do it now.
Huh.
Never do it.
We put in full inventory and it picked them all up.
But it never spit them all back out.
No, it didn't spit them all back out, no. Slack then explained that the problem with the fuel loader system is that it needs 2 pulses rather than just 1 because of Bedrock Edition redstone, meaning that some of the furnaces ended up with not quite enough fuel in while some were getting extra. So what we need to do is overload the system so we never run out.
If this just has, say it pulses out the exact right number right now, it just doesn't deliver it equally.
Yeah.
Well, if it were to spit out, say, 16 more.
Oh, a few extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it were to spit out 16 more, it's not going to hurt if Furnace 2 here gets 2 pieces extra and this one only gets 1, as long as we get the minimum amount in each one.
Will that definitely work, though?
Yeah. If because when I was doing testing over here, I would pulse it once, okay?
Yeah.
Look at it. What can we just turn that into where it does it twice? So, yeah, extra fuel is not going to hurt anything. It's not going to break anything.
Okay. Well, we'll just do
literally
that then.
make this circuit, just make this whole thing kick off twice so that there's always enough fuel. Because if you run out of fuel, then this thing is going to be a nightmare because then you're going to have to go through every one of these furnaces to find what's kind of messed up.
Out. Yeah. Okay, right. Get it to pulse twice then. How hard could it be? How quickly can we send the signals through? Can we give it click, then click again quickly, or does it need to have a delay?
Well, we can watch this. Look, let's go right up here for just a moment. Okay. So if we come up here.
Coming up here just for a moment.
All right. So pulse.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we would need it to run again.
Okay.
So about 12 seconds later.
Okay. Fine. Good.
Okay.
Right.
Redstone. I'm watching.
So, what we've got here is
Yes.
a box with a button on it. This is our activator button, or the redstone torch tower will do. And it's got a redstone torch on it, which is activating that repeater, which is keeping this block locked, which is keeping this piston stuck out. So the items are stuck in this hopper here. They can't move across. Okay?
Follow.
When we press that button, that redstone torch will unlock, which will activate the hopper clock, and the items will start flowing into the other one. At the same time, we've got a redstone line coming out of here to a repeater. This is our signal number 1.
Yes.
After the hopper clock when the hopper clock starts, this redstone line will unpower, relieving that piston, which has got a block on it, which is basically one of them quick. What's it called?
One pulse generator,
stable, whatever it is.
Rolling. Rolling.
And when it finishes again, it'll go back up. So you ready?
Yes.
Press this. We get one signal. Look, there we go. And then when that's finished, we'll get another signal. There.
Yes. That's what we need.
Ta-da! I did it.
Good. Build it. Build it up here now.
I'll build it. Hang on. I've got to let my dog in.
Okay. Let your dog in, then build the redstone.
Ta-da!
Nice.
And it's hardly, taking up any space at all, Slack. Very compact. Very compact.
Well, it doesn't matter that it's compact. Have you seen the size of this build? I'm just saying.
I'll go make one the other side. Building on top of the furnace array is easy. However, making mistakes and breaking blocks is bad because Slack says whatever you do, don't drop anything inside any of the hoppers below. And Mr. Lizard. Oh dear. Do you know what? I'm going to build the box first before I start smashing all these away because I just feel slightly many
that
emeralds
definitely
in the system again.
To go in there.
A little bit, sort of.
Emeralds in the system. What? No.
Oh, just like that, Slack. The second side is in and working perfectly. Now that the fixes were in place, the furnace system was working perfectly, but I still had a little problem with it. I like the idea that it does a full inventory, but to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't ever want to do more than the sugar box with it once because I'd just be annoyed with the extra items that I had to carry about.
Yeah, but see, you have to put that in, or else so much relies on watching this first furnace. If it doesn't get refueled,
So you're telling me that if I don't put in a full inventory's worth, then
it won't work. It won't work because the host system relies on this dropper right here to pulse. So, like, if you didn't put in a full thing, this dropper would eventually run out of items and you get stuff stuck in the system.
Can we make it so it just has a shulker box with then? Because that's really annoying. I like to smelt shulker boxes worth of items at once.
Well, then we better keep some extra beef over here. Something's all I'm saying.
Aww.
Something extra to smelt for those extra 8 stacks.
But then I got to catch it at the bottom and put it away again. It's so fancy and wonderful, but if that really is a limitation, this is ridiculous. Right, let's tear it down, start again. Let's get a different design.
No, you can build another one somewhere else. This one's, I kill you.
Where shall I start? I'll start here on this obsidian. No, it's amazing. Isn't it?
It needs. Yeah. Oh, it is nice. It is nice.
Why don't we open up a shop that sells like a smelting service? But obviously, we don't want people over here fiddling with this. So we ask them to drop off their sugar boxes worth of items to sell, and then
DM instantly and wake you up at 3 a.m.
Yep. And then I'll DM you, and then you can bring them over to the furnace, smelt them, and take them back again.
I mean, yeah, for bulk smelting, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get any takers, but it's
maybe not, but it's another shop. It's another shop. It's another potential service. And even, if we don't get any, takers, that's fine. After a little bit more talking and a visit from the wandering trader, Slack and I then decided the next best use of our time was to decorate the furnace array. But not just the bits that we needed access to. We decided to decorate the whole thing. We weren't planning on doing a big decoration build today, were we?
No. This was literally just going to be us meet together and, fix a couple problems with the smelter. But it's quickly escalating.
Well, you say quickly. We've been working at it a reasonable amount of time. But it has escalated quickly, I guess. But, I'm liking where we're going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of detail and fine touches to go in, and obviously more walls.
We're making stuff look pretty, Foxy. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, I really like it.
We never do this to our things.
No. So we've got a landing pad up there. You can come up here and land on this bit, and you can go into where we're going to feed the stuff in, and then you've got your little chimney stack here that spits the stuff back out again.
Yeah, it's really unplanned, but I'm really liking it.
Whilst working on the roof of the build, I may have slightly accidentally dropped a few of the items inside of the furnaces again, and Slack may have slightly got very angry at me again. Oops. Definitely wasn't me. In fact, I saw Mr. Beardstone coming over here earlier. He was flying around, dropping these particular type of blocks out of his inventory, and I was running around like a madman, Slack, trying to catch them as before they fell in the hoppers, but unfortunately I wasn't quick enough to save them all. I do believe one or two may have ended in at least maybe one of the hoppers or two of the hoppers. Possibly.
I don't know that I believe in people. I don't know that I believe
Definitely Mr. Beardstone. Pranking as he was doing pranking, Slack. I saw it with my very own eyes.
But that's against the rules, considering me and you were both.
I know. I told him that. I wrote it in the chat, but it deleted itself as I wrote it. I must have put a swear in it, maybe, and it got deleted. It's the only reasonable explanation. I mean, what else could it possibly have been? I'm just minding my own business, building on this roof. Nowhere near the hopper, Slack. I'm miles above them.
They're all out of sync. How do I fix this?
I'm going to tell that Mr. Beardstone how upset he's made you about this.
Great. Now they're in a state of lock. They're in a state of lock. Why? Why are they in a state of lock that I can't fix? What if I
There we go. I've told him, Slack.
Why is there slabs inside these hoppers?
What hoppers? Don't tell me he's done it again. My goodness me, he wasn't satisfied with just ruining it for us once, Slack. He's been at it a second time. Oh, he's so bad. That naughty Mr. Beard. I'm going to ban him, Slack, I think. It's Beardstone at it again. See? He admits it. He admits it. See, we heard it straight from the Beardstone himself then, Slack. He's not even showing any sign of remorse. I will admit that I've messed this side up though, Slack, and I am going to be breaking things above
No. No.
It's okay. I don't think any of these could possibly... They might go into those hopping minecarts down there. But no, we're safe. We're safe. It's only kelp that's gone in there. A little while later, after managing to get Slack to calm down, we had achieved something special.
That grew. I'm just saying. I planted that, I bone milled that, and that's what I got out of it.
How much did you pay for the sapling, and did you buy it from Mr. Beardstone? That's all I'm going to say. Rip off. It's not even half a tree, is it? Look at this is how big the trees are supposed to be.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Slack, we've finished. We've done the whole thing.
I know, it looks amazing.
Look at it. It's really amazing. Beautiful. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't go around the side and the back. But yeah, it's definitely around the side and the back. 100% complete. What?
I went around to the side.
Don't go around the side. If you go around the side, close your eyes, because it's very much one-sided, this build.
Yeah, at this moment in time. Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure we're out of bricks once again.
Yeah, just
pretty
about.
Sure.
Just about.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more bricks.
But doesn't it look good?
What there is of it, yeah, absolutely.
I absolutely love it. I think it's great. Yeah. I like our little landing pad for the entrance where you go in and do what you need to do, and then amazing. Yeah,
we've still got more work to do on it. We definitely need to set up an area with the nether portal, and like me and you were talking about, the nether portal definitely needs to be outside.
Yeah, so we were thinking maybe on top of this mountain up here, weren't we?
Yeah, potentially up on top of this mountain.
On top of this mountain down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me? No.
Yeah, so we can get a good view of the side of this building that we finished.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we can just kind of glide down through there and land on the landing pad. We can decorate the area around here with some more trees and pretty stuff.
Can we make it without Elytra from here? Yes,
without rocket?
Oh, look at that.
If you dip down,
it's a rocket-free journey,
up.
That is Slack.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
That's fancy.
Not back again.
Now, of course, no. Of course, I've started lighting up the ends. Why are they out of place again?
What?
Foxy, why are they out of place again?
I haven't done anything this time.
They're out of place agaagain.
Honestly, I've been the other end.
Out of place again.
It can't be me. It's probably a zombie.
It's not a zombie. I flipped the area up.
So earlier on in the video, I was talking about big builds and having to start doing smaller ones so that we can make shops and make profits, and Slack and I have been at it again. We have made another gigantic, colossal build around our furnace, but yes, it's not actually 100% finished yet. We only actually have the front on, but I absolutely love it. I think it looks amazing. I'm so over the moon with it. But for now, unfortunately, I am going to have to say thank you all very much for watching this one. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!